right, so what we have here today is an amazing event organized here by a local Swedish dealer of BMW and Mini. A driver training, it's something very similar to what BMW, the factory does,
Yeah,
or?
the factory developed BMW Faro training, and we copied a little bit of that, but
Right.
we made it more local. So Faro training is more, you drive with cars from BMW, and here we drive with the customer cars, so the customer could drive their own car on the racetrack and get to experience how it is to drive on the track. That's one part of it. So the other part, we have off-road driving for the X cars. Then we have on-road test driving of our new models. So a good experience for the customer to test our cars.
Right, but this event, just to get an understanding, so this event is for you mainly if you bought a sports car, you bought an M2, M3, M4, this kind of a car, and then you want to get to know a bit better the car on the track. So
Yes.
here you also have instructors.
Yes, to learn about the car, the limits of the car you own, your own car, and that's a good way to do it. And the instructors here, it's myself. I'm an amateur race driver, so to say.
Yeah, but you're doing this for...
for a few years, yes, I'm quite old. Thank you.
No, but...
But then I have my son here. He's more experienced driver, and he raced Formula Renault before. He was Swedish champion and Nordic champion. And we have one instructor, Robert Savansky, who was test driver for Koenigsegg. So we have good instructors here.
Yeah.
And they learned the customer how they can drive the car on the limit. And that's for many customers a new experience.
Right.
They didn't feel that before, so it's good.
But if we have Swedish viewers, how can they get to do this? I understand we have another event just like this one in autumn.
Yes, we have twice a year we have this event. And it's actually the best way to do it is to buy a car by Förenade Bil. Then you automatically are invited to these kind of events.
Any car or?
Any cars, all products from BMW and Mini are built to drive like this.
Yeah.
Also you can take the X5, for example, the one we have here behind. You could actually drive it on a racetrack, and you can drive it off-road in the forest if you like.
Yeah.
And it's amazing what this car can perform. And that's what we teach our customers, what the cars can do for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Another event that Förenade Bil has organized last year in December was an esports championship, virtual racing challenge. And actually the biggest prize was for someone to drive here the M2 the whole day.
Yes, and today the winner came here and he is driving right now out on the track.
This is Eric Strane.
Yep.
He won the VRC, Förenade Bil VRC Virtual Racing Challenge back in December last year. You were the fastest there.
Yes.
Was it hard?
It's challenging. Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't say it was easy. It's definitely challenging.
Right.
You don't just show up and do it just willy-nilly like that. You definitely have to make sure you're focused, because otherwise you don't have a chance. Of course.
You made the step from sim racing
to real track driving. Yes. Exactly.
How does it feel? How does it compare?
This is so much fun. I mean, sure. I mean, you know, technology has come such a long way with all the latest stuff. So I mean, you can really use the simulators. I mean, I feel like I know this track. I feel like I've been around here. I mean, I know what braking points, and I know corner speeds, and I know apexes and things like that, and you know, different bumps and different undulation changes. So I mean,
so you know the track.
Exactly.
As a note, it's exactly the same track that you've won the competition, or
Yes.
you've drove in the competition in the simulator.
Precisely.
That we are on today in real life.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly. I don't know if it's just because you're actually there and you're sitting in a real car, but it feels like it's pretty narrow in real life. And then in some places it's a lot wider than you expect, especially on the far in the far corner of the track. There I was a bit surprised at how much space there actually was. On the whole, it's pretty similar, absolutely.
Right. So you could say that the experience from a simulator translates really well into real life.
Absolutely it does. Yeah.
So in the game, usually what cars do you drive on this track?
I mean, here I usually drive, touring cars, that kind of thing, open wheelers now and then, little open wheelers, so Formula BMWs and lower end open wheelers such as that.
Right.
Occasionally a GT car if you really want to scare yourself, for example.
By the way, we are on Ring Knutstorp.
Yes.
This is a 2-point-something kilometer track. It's a narrow,
Very
technical,
twisty.
very twisty. It's a lot of elevation changes. So it's a lot of fun, small-ish
Yeah.
track.
Yeah, and you also have that straightaway where you manage to get up some speed, and then
Right.
you also have quick chicanes. You have undulation changes while braking. You feel the car go light. I mean, you have tight hairpins. You have flowing S sections. So you have a bit of everything. It's really cool. It's a nice track.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you too.